and let us all do we can to build a better future. All right, politics girl, this is going to trigger you. Politics girl, I need you to calm down. I'm going to play a segment from Fox News. So AOC, this will definitely lower your expectations. And Bernie, Fox News is going to be bad-mouthing your friend, your good friend, Joe Biden, Bernie. Now, this is a clip from Case Study QB. Shout out to Case Study QB. If you're not following him on Twitter, please do so. But Fox News asking why Democrats don't want Biden and why they can't think of a replacement. Why you can't think of a replacement. I could think of millions of things for you. Put me in the game, coach. I could be a political analysis. Put me on Fox News or BSDNC. I'll be entertaining. I'll be like, oh, it's that guy from Chicago. He always says mean things about the Democrats and Republicans. Why is he always so mean? I'm not being mean. I'm telling you the truth. And for some, I'll be mansplaining the truth. So there.
High-profile Democrats talking up President Biden ahead of his expected 2024 run for the White House.
Look at those numbers. 25% run again. 44% step aside. 30% no preference. This man does not inspire confidence.
However, Democrat voters may not be feeling it. A new poll finding only a quarter want Biden to seek re-election. 44% say he should step aside. 30% say they are undecided. And when it comes to an alternative to Joe Biden, 51% say they have no idea. Look at those things.
What's really depressing? What's really depressing right here is, first of all, how the hell has Kamala Harris got 13%? Does anyone not remember her disastrous campaign way back in early 2019 when she made her announcement on Dr. King, Martin Luther King's birthday, right? It was a big explosion. I was saying, here's Kamala Harris, and she could do things, and she could do this, and she could do that. And then all of a sudden, that's right. Her campaign went bankrupt, which is true, and she got smacked around not once, but twice by Tulsi Gabbard. And Kamala Harris's campaign ended before the Iowa primary. 0 delegates, Kamala Harris, whose approval numbers are lower than Biden's. And even Biden himself, we talked about this on the show. Biden himself is saying, hey, Kamala, you're not helping me out with my job. I'm so senile, even I'm noticing that, Kamala. Then we have Bernie the Cuck Sanders at 6%. Everybody's favorite friend in the world, who's never a liar, Pocahontas herself, Elizabeth Warren. And hey, look, everyone's favorite train safety conductor, Pete Buttigieg. South Bend, the people of South Bend, Indiana must love Pete Buttigieg. And hey, why not? A name you know, Michelle Obama, and 51% don't know. Oh, Democratic voters, I pity you. I truly do pity you.
Faces, though, on the screen, you know most of them. But people have no idea who should be running for president besides Biden, and they don't want him. Just 13% back Vice President Kamala Harris. Former candidates like Pete Buttigieg, Bernie Sanders, don't even break 10%. Cassie Smedley, former executive director of...
Now, here's one thing to point out. We have done so many stories. Everyone has done so many stories about how polling data and information would suppress real numbers or do everything they can to make, quote unquote, the progressive challengers numbers look lower. Because if it's not going to be Biden, if the Democrats go all in with Kamala, I got to say, did you not learn your lesson the first time? Did you not learn your lesson the first time?
America Rising PAC, and Desiree Tims, former Democratic congressional candidate from Ohio. Great to have you both. Cassie, why is it, do you think, that on the Democratic side, when you talk to voters, they don't want Biden and they can't think of anybody else?
Yeah, I think at a bare minimum, they're saying things are not going well. And if we have any chance of getting another 4 years with a Democrat in the White House. We need to make some changes. Just personally, my family would fare better if we made some changes. But as someone who wants to support a Democrat, not me talking about the polling, that we need to make some changes because you can't give Republicans that clear line of attack. Obviously, candidates matter on both sides. But right now, whoever the Republican nominee is can clearly say, this isn't, your prices are going up at the grocery store. It's too much to get.
Look, here, I'm going to make it simple. There's a treasure trove of political ammunition to go after Biden and Kamala Harris in regards to the failure of the Biden-Harris administration. If you are the Republican nominee, be it DeSantis or Trump, and you will not capitalize on it because you fear of blowback, then you're a moron. That's right, Trump and DeSantis. This is not an endorsement, but literally, it's right out there. You know, in those cartoons where like they have all the signs like, hey, here's an oasis, go here, and the cartoon character misses it and goes around it. Yeah, seriously, there is a treasure trove of so many gaffes and failures of the Biden-Harris administration, and plus their previous track record itself. So if you guys start playing nice or start being diminished and not even go after it because, oh, what, it might make your own political party look bad, you're a moron. Because there is a lot that could be done to really cause voters to maybe not vote for Biden. It exists. Plus, also, again, I want voters, the sheep, be it Democratic voters or Republican voters, know this. Popular vote doesn't matter. The Electoral College does, okay? So at the end of the day, you're only participating and you get a volunteer trophy, which is just usually a block of wood so you could slap yourself upside the head.
Alone. Everything is going wrong right now, and there's only one guy to point to. But I think it is interesting that they can't figure out what the solution is, and maybe that's because Democrat solutions are not the answer to what ails us right now in our country.
Why not Kamala Harris? Why doesn't she come to mind for people?
Because she's a moron. Come on, Fox News. Don't make me do your job for you.
Immediately, do you think, Desiree?
I think because President Joe Biden is still president, the reality is until he announces will he or won't he, will continue. But we all know, and First Lady Joe Biden.
Okay, here's the thing. It's quite clear that there's something wrong with Biden. And Biden has made it very clear in some previous reports that he's very angry with Kamala. Okay? Kamala's not popular. That's why. She didn't make it to the primaries. In Iowa, she wasn't there. Why? Because her campaign went, all right, there's my political analysis of it. Doesn't require any further depths into it. She wasn't popular, and Tulsi Gabbard, not once, but twice, destroyed her on the debate stage. Does everyone... I can't make it any more clear. Fox News, don't make me do your job.
Has already hinted that President Biden is gearing up and getting ready to run for re-election. And we know that Vice President Kamala Harris will be on the ticket with him. And President Biden's policies are popular. And once he gets out there, and once the surrogates get out there and they start talking to the Americans about $35 insulin caps.
How's he popular? So many small businesses have been shut down. There's still ongoing crises. Bridges are falling apart. Trains are derailing. There's a crisis with the airplanes. We've got, again, inflation rising, gas prices, milk, eggs. Hey, everyone, how are you doing? Are you able to buy a gallon of milk, carton of eggs, and food like you used to back in the day? Or is it just becoming so expensive that buying groceries is now becoming a luxury, a privilege? The type 3, if no, kid, everything's fine. The economy's doing great for me. I'm smiling. You're smiling. Here, you're smiling. A type 4 of, I don't know how I'm making it because things aren't going well. Let's have democracy in the chat. Huh? Oh, we got our first 4. There you go. Oh, by the way, we don't have health care. We don't have student debt forgiveness. Cannabis is not being legalized. So, hey, great job, Democrats.
The CHIPS Act, jobs being created all around the country. People are going to vote for Joe Biden again.
So, Desiree, I thought...
Are you sure people are going to vote for Joe Biden again? Jesus, lady. Get your head checked. I know she's a Democrat from Ohio. I should have mentioned that, but yeah. Jesus, lady. Wow, you have definitely drank the Kool-Aid.
You might have started with Kamala Harris only has 36% approval rating, which is below the president. Maybe that's why people didn't choose her. And why does he actually have to sell his economy if it's so good for people? It is a conundrum, but 20 days of him on the road. Let's see if it makes a difference.
20 days of him on the road. I talked about this yesterday. Unfortunately, I got to bring up this tragedy. Unfortunately, I do have to bring up this tragedy because the thing is, and yes, to be very clear here about the president, you know, he was at a women's business meeting, but, you know, he was, you know, informed that a horrific tragedy took place in Nashville. 6 people lost their lives. Now, the full video of this coverage is on ABC News' YouTube channel, but you know, I don't know if you want to go watch corporate media, go ahead. But it's only, I believe, 7 minutes in or 9 minutes in the video does he then finally address what happened in Nashville. But we do have this. This happened first before anything else.
The White House.
Tell me if this inspires confidence. Tell me, vote blue no matter who. Is this still your champion?
My name is Joe Biden. I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband. And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip.
Yay!
I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. God. Ben, how are you, pal? One of the best guys in the United States Congress, Ben Cardin. Folks, it's a delight to have you all here. And who are those good-looking kids back there? They're your kids, all 4 of them? Well, stand up, guys.
John, we'll jump back in here. Considering the moment,
we were told that
the shooting that just happened left 3 children dead, 3 adults dead, shooters dead, and we were told he would be addressing this off the top.
Yeah, it's rather surprising. I thought that a somber President Biden would have come to the podium here and addressed the school shooting.
So and to be fair here, just to be clear, just to be somewhat fair, because, you know, we got to have some integrity, right? You know, just got to show both sides. Yes, he did address the shooting after his little comedic stand-up.
Before I began to speak, the reason I spent a little time with the kids, I just want to speak very briefly about the school shooting in Nashville, Tennessee. You know, Ben and I have been doing this our whole careers, it seems. And it's just, it's sick. You know, we're still gathering the facts of what happened and why. And we do know that as of now, there are a number of people who did not make it, including children. It's heartbreaking, a family's worst nightmare.
Think about how heartbreaking it was. You know, you're probably told beforehand as you get to that area, hey, there's a tragedy. What'd you do? You warm up the crowd with a great comedic act. I like ice cream. Whose kids are those? Let me sniff them. Joe Biden, 2024.
And I want to commend the police who responded incredibly swiftly within minutes and the danger. We're monitoring the situation really closely, Ben, as you know, and we have to do more to stop gun violence. It's ripping our communities apart, ripping the soul of this nation, ripping at the very soul of the nation. And we have to do more to protect.
Richest country in the world. Remember when Biden said that he was going to make sure to return the soul back to this country, but yet, hey, school shootings are still happening. Uh-oh. There's other disasters still happening. And yet you got diehard, vote blue no matter who, Democratic pundits, blue checkmark people that carry water for the Democratic Party, people like AOC who say Biden's the best option and he exceeded expectations. You got people like Bernie the Cuck Sanders who says, oh yeah, that's my good friend Joe Biden, even though we've both been on the wrong side, even though he was on the wrong side of history and stopping everything that I was trying to do way back during the civil rights movement. Yeah, that's your good friend, Bernie. Again, folks, again, we have a system that encourages these sociopaths to take power. And there are a lot of brainwashed people that vote Democrat or Republican. And hey, just one last time, just to boil your blood, tell me when you see this video, does it really inspire confidence for you to vote Democrat? Because right now what I want you to do is I want you to get angry. I want you to get mad.
From the White House.
My name is Joe Biden.
Ha ha!
I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband. And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. God. Ben, how are you, pal? One of the best guys in the United States Congress, Ben Cardin. Folks, it's a delight to have you all here. And who are those good-looking kids back there?
Who are those good-looking kids back there? What the hell? If Trump had done anything like this during his presidency, man, people would have been rioting in the streets, man.
Are your kids, all four of them? Well, stand up, guys.
John, we'll jump back in here. Considering the moment,
we were told that the
shooting that just happened left 3 children dead, 3 adults dead, shooters dead, and we were told he would be addressing this off the top.
Yeah, it's rather surprising. I thought that a somber President Biden would have come to the podium here and addressed this school.
So let's just address this one last time. Democrats, really having a hard time picking who you want? Again, shout out to Case Study QB. Only 25% of Democrats want Biden to run. 44% says step aside. 30% no preference. If Biden doesn't run, 13% Kamala Harris, 6% Bernie, 6% Pete Buttigieg. These are your champions? These are your champions? Democrats? You don't know what to think? You're not upset with the state of the country is in right now? I am 50-50, both looking forward to and dreading the 2024 presidential election cycle. I only can hope that it's far more entertaining than the BS that we have to deal with on a daily basis. To which I have to say again to Kamala, do not run, do not come.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm going to come.
Yes!
Let's go.